No, she almost young.
Hello. I'm making a video instead of trying to type out a lot. Um, I don't know exactly what you want to know, but how I started business here in Korea. Let me try to actually pull up the chat and so I can see what you asked me. Let's see. Okay. So how I came up with inspiration or ideas. Um, Initially, with like for example with the hair store, it was just based on what was needed by the expat community. Um, in Korea. So of course we needed hair products at that time, and so we started that. And then when I opened the hair store, I just kind of realized that there wasn't a lot of food around here in the area that I opened the hair store. And so that's when I opened the diner. And also the diner was so after we opened the hair store, my husband he realized how good business is. That I don't know how long you were in Korea, but Koreans tend to feel like working for Samsung or just any big corporation that's making it in life at this point. Like a lot of people will think that Koreans are these super entrepreneurs because how they own businesses in America. I feel like they own business in America out of necessity, out of the cultural difference and the language barrier, things like that. That's why they gravitated towards entrepreneurship. But Koreans in this generation, they tend to value the security of working for a big company. So my husband had a great job in banking, but I think he was just growing unsatisfied in his career for different things like mergers and things like that. He wasn't getting the respect that he should get after being there he's there for about 15 years. And then he said, man, I want to open a business. So this is after the hair store, and he saw that how much money you can make just like in one day at a hair store. You know what I'm saying? Like the average Korea makes $2,000-3,000 a month. Maybe you get up to four to six when you're at my husband's level of 15 years, you get up to 4 to 6, but that's it. Like Korean salaries just aren't that huge. And so, he sees me in the hair store. We're making, you can make like $1,000, $2,000-3,000 a day. He's like, I want to do business. And so basically he sought out, I'm just, cause you said you want to know how my mind works. So he sought out, he just told like a neighbor, like, man, I'm looking for a spot, like to open another business. And so they showed us a spot that had like, the price was like, I think $500 a month. Like it was super cheap, right? So I went there, I was like, yeah, let's take it. So at this point we have no idea what business we're going to open, right? And I look around me, and I realized that a lot of the neighbors were elderly. Even though this is a military area, in this particular little spot surrounding this location, all the apartment residents were like elderly Koreans. And I was like, I can't open a bar right here. Like I can't open a bar for soldiers across the street from all these elderly Koreans. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna open a diner. And so that's how my mind works. My mind works is like, what's needed? There's food needed in this area, and what would kind of flow with the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Like most expats want to open a bar, and they see it as easy money or whatever. But I thought what would flow with that little area would be a diner. It's kind of a chill business. It's quiet, respectable family kind of situation. So that's how I decided. I was like, I'm gonna open a diner. And I know Americans love the word diner. Like I worked at a diner myself in high school and university. For 7 years I worked at a diner. So I knew the power of a diner. I knew how much tips the waitresses get. And I just, because that's what I did. That's how I paid for my school. So, and that was a huge fight, with people in my husband's ear, like, you should open a Korean restaurant. you don't know anything about American food, you know? So my husband had to totally put his trust in me as far as the creative process. And what his role really was dealing with the government. And he also, he did the government licensing and things like that. And he also, as we went on, he would develop the process in the kitchen, because you know, a diner is a really, it's like a McDonald's on steroids, you know what I'm saying? Because it has to be home cooked food, but people expect it to come out real fast and expect it to be a reasonable price. So that putting that kitchen together, that's not something that I could do, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my husband, just being a naturally smart person, he was able to put the process of the kitchen together. And then I just came up with the menu, the prices, the decor, things like that. So we worked together really well as a team in that respect. And then, like, other businesses I opened was just like, I had a waitress, and she was like, yeah, back home, you know, my father has a tattoo shop, and I'm the piercer. Ding, ding, ding. Let's open a piercing studio. So we opened a piercing studio because we had her as a talent. And it was an opportunity for her to make money for her family, you know what I'm saying? We funded the studio, we built a beautiful studio, and then we split the money with her 50-50. She went and did all the piercings, and like, that's the one thing we did. Another way that another business that I opened, no, it was a clothing store. It was on the main drag, right? And so, and I had kicked myself for not taking that location in the beginning when I opened the hair store. Like, it was on the main street, and I just wanted the location because it was super valuable to have a location that's on the main street. So when I saw the for sale sign, I was like, I'm getting it, you know? And so I got that spot for it was like $300 a month, but it was just a location on the main street. It was a clothing store there, and the guy who had before me, who's like, the clothing store is good, like, you just keep it going, you know.